Hey, hey, hey.
Hello, my friend. We're at the top of April.
I know, and I am so excited. I have been looking forward to this day for I don't for a long time. So, we are revealing our Get Shit Done 4-week planner today.
Yeah.
Are
Well,
you excited as I am?
okay, I'm going to be honest. I love planners, but I feel like you are more of a planner geek than even I am.
Girl, I am a geek. I mean, my planner is it goes with me everywhere. I am a pen and paper girl. So, even if you're not, you do find this planner has helped tremendously in our journey together for the past 8
Yeah.
months or something.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a hybrid person. I need my digital stuff, I have digital lists, digital notebooks, but I also write a lot. I mean, we've talked about, I get a bulk order of those like legal pads
Yeah, the
from
yellow one. Yes,
Amazon every
right,
6 months. So,
right.
yeah, yeah. So I think there's an opportunity. I think there is, of course, science between like the tactileness of writing versus typing.
Mhm,
They're both good. It's important.
mhm.
Um, but I think what it's the planner, absolutely a resource you can download and utilize, but it's also the concepts within, which is really the power moves, which are the habits that we've been working on up to
Mhm.
this point. And the planner really has been something that we have been honing for 8 months.
Yeah, yeah. And
You know,
it's almost like I'm dropping my preschooler off at preschool today.
yeah.
So,
Well, without further ado, Miss Jenny, let's
yes.
get us in there.
Okay, but I did want to mention one other thing. So I did run a poll on LinkedIn, and the number one thing that people I got no votes on anything but managing energy, not time.
Mhm.
And I think what we're about to reveal today could help with that. So here we go.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Good.
So, we're going to reveal our daily action plan today because it has a lot on it, and this is what you would use daily. And there's tons more stuff in here, but we don't want to overwhelm you. And this is Mastery Circle style. We drip things. We don't want to. We don't go all in. We make tiny changes.
Absolutely.
So the top part of the page has your day and date. So you would put, like, if you were doing it today, it would be Tuesday, April 1st, 2025. And then let's talk about writing down your number one goal because this is something we do daily. And it was January's Get Shit Done power move.
Yes. Yeah. So the thing that we have noticed personally and with everyone who has been part of the mastery circle and just conversations with
Mhm,
other business owners and people is we do a great job at setting a goal,
mhm,
and then it's kind of like I I think of it as like the corporate days when you would do your annual plan and it'd like be this big, huge like presentation and
mhm,
everyone would be great. And then once that was done, like it was like, okay, back to real work, right? Like it's almost like a set it and forget it, but you don't actually get your rotisserie chicken at the end of the thing.
right. Yeah, and this sets if you do this daily, first thing every morning, okay, after your meditation and getting your coffee and doing all that, this really sets your intention. You're telling your brain, this is what I'm working on today. This
Yes.
is what I'm working on for the next 12 weeks. And I'm making these little steps along the way doing this. So we're reminding our brain every single day. And in this
Yeah.
example, it's like learn how to use the planner effectively, but it could be building your audience. It could be, I mean, it could be anything, anything.
Well, and you had a little thing that you dropped in there that I think is worth calling out. We encourage you to set up small sprint goals. In the
Mhm.
mastery circle, we do a 12-week focus goal,
Mhm.
and usually it's tied to a bigger goal,
Mhm.
you
Mhm.
know, whether it's like fill my um, coaching spots or launch a website or whatever the bigger goal
Mhm.
is. It's the what do I think I need to accomplish in the next 12 weeks? What's that chunk of the goal?
Mhm.
What's going to be the part that's going to actually move me forward? And so this is a great place to keep refining it. I
Yeah.
find as I write my goal each day, like I make small tweaks based off what I'm learning about
Mhm.
what's important and what's moving the needle. And it just continues that process
Mhm.
of evolving and learning. Again, not set it and forget it.
No.
It
It's
needs
a
to
living
adjust.
goal. It is
Yes.
a living goal, and it adjusts all the time. Okay. This is pretty self-explanatory. Then down the left side of the page, and we'll show you the entire page when we're done here, we've got a section for your top 3 actions, which was March's habit. And then your next 3 actions, because my God, if you're killing it, you might as well move on to the next 3, or you've already got tomorrow planned. And then 3 easy actions, for when you're waiting on a Zoom call to start, or you found some pockets in your day that were unexpected surprises. And so I've listed some, or we've listed some examples here of how to use this section. But really, when you download this the first time, I would concentrate on only the top 3 actions or 1 action. I mean, small steps, do you, and then slowly build in the rest of this section. And
Yeah.
then one other note, then I'll turn it over to you. If you're starting this for the first time and haven't been writing down your goal, your monthly habit is to write down your number 1 goal every day. And once you do that, you get to check the little box, because we love dopamine hits.
Yeah. I mean, this is where the opportunity to kind of use the brain science of like we love crossing things off, we love having that. And that's why we try to keep it super constrained. Like this isn't your laundry list of
Mm-mm.
things, which we talked about in the top 3 actions we talked about last month. Um, the one thing I would say is also this is to your poll question, this is an energy management tool.
Yes.
I very rarely fill in the next 3 actions fully. Like
Yeah.
I might have one because I really have 4 top things,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You know, that I really want to try to get to this week. But I have found that um, it's like I'm killing it if I make it through all top 3 actions
Mhm.
because what's not here, which we'll see on the next page, are all the other things you're committed to that day, right?
Right. Right. Yeah, and and this is the beauty of this planner. We are both using it, but we use it differently. We made it our own. So my top 3 actions have to do with LinkedIn engagement. So there's certain things that I want to make sure I do, and there's always those 2 things that I either forget or I'm just avoiding. So I pop those in there. So really that's one top goal for me, or action. I'm just putting my reminders there, and then because I'm me and there's a line there, I will fill out the rest of it. Now, I may not fill out my easy 3 actions, but I'll at least have 1. Because if
Yeah.
I do have a pocket of time, I want to go, okay, instead of having to sit and think, okay, what can I do for 10 minutes or 15, 20 minutes? It's like, oh, I need to call the vet. Let me get
Mhm.
that done.
Yeah. Well, and I love the easy 3 actions and that,
Mhm.
you know, spoiler alert, that will be a future power move that we're going to go into because it is the way of efficiently using your time instead of
Mhm.
um, always
Scrolling.
scrolling. I was going to pick up my phone and be like,
I got 10 minutes. Let me
I got,
scroll. Let me
you
go
know,
down the rabbit hole.
someone no shows for,
Yeah.
your 20-minute call, it's not me, you're not feeling the energy to like dive into a bigger action, so
Yeah.
you knock out a couple
Yes.
easy three, and so you've got some great examples there, opening your mail, heck, even going to go get my mail.
Right. No, and there was a while I was writing, "Take a piece of paper off your desk," because if I moved my chair, you would see why. But, I mean, it was as easy as pick up a piece of paper, either schedule it or get rid of it, and before I knew it, my desk was cleaned off, and it was lovely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
awesome.
So this is this side. Okay, next. So then on the right side, you'll have time blocking. And this isn't like from 5 to 6, I'm going to do this, and 6 to 7. No, 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 no. I mean, if you want to use it that way, great. But this is what do I have to show up for? So on mine, it would say 10:30, J2 goes live because we need to show up for that.
Mhm.
Um, so you block your commitments, your meetings, your leave so you can get out of town, whatever it is. And then you look to see where can I slot in my top 3. And let me tell you, this was probably the biggest shift for me because I would notice I had white space, but I didn't have enough white space to even focus for more than 50 minutes, an hour at a time. And it was so
Mhm.
sporadic. And so it was like, okay, this is where I start. I start clearing my schedule.
Yeah, you're gonna find, um, first of all, time blocking and energy management. The
Mhm,
goal is not to have something in every like half hour increment, 15-minute increment. I used to work as a consultant, and we had to track our time like lawyers, like
mhm,
in 15-minute increments,
mhm,
and busting through, and my day was packed because I was a vice president, I led teams, I had
mhm,
clients, so I was in endless meetings.
mhm,
So that was one of the things that I needed to break the habit of, oh,
mhm,
I'm only doing a good
mhm,
job if my schedule is
mhm,
packed from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So you want to see white space,
mhm.
and that was the February power move, really focusing on getting at least one 10-minute break in here.
Yeah,
And we would argue, like take a lunch, have
yeah,
some time in the morning for a break, have some time in the afternoon for a break. So
yeah,
really start um, creating the white space.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my time block looks a lot different than it did when we started. I used to Mine used to be like the corporate one where, I am validating myself because I'm going to this meeting and this meeting and this meeting, and it was like, I have no time to work on my goals.
No.
So,
And I think one thing before we pop to the next page, our little image there,
mhm,
the person packing, trying to get their everything into their suitcase versus the, you know, organized, and not just organized, like you've identified what you
mhm,
actually need,
mhm,
and what's worth, bringing along with you. And the more you can leverage this tool,
mhm.
you can start to ask yourself, are the things on my calendar, the time blocking, the commitments that I've made, reflecting my priorities? Because if you're not making progress on your goal, it's probably because you've overcommitted to other things,
Yeah,
other groups and calls and meetings, which are tons of fun and definitely necessary business
mhm.
activities,
Yeah,
but not at the expense of your number
your
one
goal.
goal.
It's kinda like going on like a 5-day cruise and taking 25 bathing suits.
Right?
I mean, networking is important, but do you need to do 10 hours of networking a week? Just saying,
Yes.
right? So this is so good. This is where I started because I was overscheduling myself. And I used to schedule my time 15 minutes a day. Boy, is that exhausting. So I really had to do a lot of shifting to be able I've got 3 things on my time block today. So
Nice.
huge improvement.
I
Yes?
can I can attest to that. Because she showed me her time blocks before, and I was like, "Oh, I'm exhausted looking at that."
Yeah.
And I
Well,
live that in corporate. Like
yeah.
I mean, it's why a lot of us have left that world to build our businesses.
Yeah,
Is
but your
we
mind
want to,
goes to the familiar, and it's like if I see white space, that means I'm not productive.
yeah.
That's some bullshit. But anyway,
Yep.
so this is Jenny, left and right. She's told me this a million times. Your calendar reflects your priorities. So look at your calendar. What does it say about you?
Right.
Okay, this has become my favorite box. We are
Okay.
never removing it. You cannot.
She's
You could.
very passionate about the different components of the planner.
I am very yes. She keeps trying to change my planner, and I'm like, no, I use that. Okay. So for those of us that get interrupted 4 million times a day, and we have a problem with saying, no, I'll do that tomorrow, this is the box for you. This is your boundary box. This is when
Mm.
things come up, because they're going to come up. I
Mhm.
promise you, you're going to have a beautiful plan, and then something's going to happen. So instead of letting it derail your whole day, you park it in here and you say, look, I'm completely stacked up today. Can I do it first thing in the morning? And then you do it first thing in the morning.
I love this. We didn't talk about this particular box. I would have been like, you can go on another page or a posting note. But I have to say, I love the concept of it's my boundary box.
Yes,
It
it
is,
is.
it is the place where I can put those um, things that pop in my mind or the
Mm-hmm,
requests other people have
mm-hmm,
that I can assess where does like it gives me that space to assess where does this fit in my priorities, what I'm already committed to. And maybe I'm going back to that person and saying, "Hey, like I have 5 things on my list for you this week and I can do 2 of them. So which 2 do you want me to pick?" So I love the idea of using this to create that natural space instead of just always reacting and thinking,
mm-hmm,
"Oh, I have to get this thing done. I
mm-hmm.
have to get this thing done." So
Yeah.
I will definitely be leaning into the for tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like you run across a video that you're like, "Oh my god, I've got to watch this." No, I'm going to put it on my tomorrow list, and I can watch it during lunch tomorrow and save the link, somewhere on a task list or whatever, or
Mhm.
my husband has been trained, hey, I need you to put on your tomorrow box, da 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 da, because he's learned. It's like if you ain't dying or bleeding to death, it's not happening today. And that was something I had to really, really work through.
Well, because like you said, the interruptions, the oh uh like oh I just thought of this moments, like
Mhm.
all of that is constant. So and this is an energy management thing, right?
Yes, it
Like
is. Yes, it is.
in order to have the energy to complete those top 3, which the smartest part of you determined was the most important.
The smartest and the most refreshed part of you before life started happening throughout the day, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let's move
Yeah.
on because we are just really loving our planner.
Yeah. So here's what it looks like. This is what the daily action plan looks like in its entirety. And if this would be beneficial, we sure would love you to download it because it has changed my world, I can say for
Mhm.
sure.
Mhm. Yeah, no, absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's a great place to start. And I know all you planner people, organization, time management, whatever you want to say, are probably like, but what about, but what about, but what about?
Oh, we're getting to it.
We will. There are other components to this that we will definitely be continuing to share and rolling out to you, but we're asking you to start with this. And so if this, like, you're like, ooh, I like where they're headed with this, jump in. Set aside, set aside for a moment maybe what you were using previously,
Mhm.
and try this for a, a couple days, a week, and see how it's working from you. And there will be more. There are other components because we know you need
We do.
more,
Yeah.
more places to plan and think
It's not done. I
and
promise. So scan, you do the you scan the QR code and it'll come back up during our out video. But yeah, it's our baby.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love to
Well,
hear.
thank you for joining us, everyone. I can see some of the comments. We
Yep.
wanted to make sure we got this covered because we knew we had a lot to cover in our 20, 30 minute-ish minutes and wanted to get through it. But yeah, I mean, we love structures and frameworks. That's what the mastery circle is. And, this is a great way for you to um, use something that we've tested
Yeah. And it
ourselves.
helps with the habits. I mean, we decided to roll this out because there go my dogs. Oh, this is life. This it's like how can we help with the habits? And it's the planner. The planner
Mhm.
is what gets us writing our goal, taking our breaks, and picking our top three.
Yeah,
So
yeah, absolutely. So get it.
get it, get it, get it. And mark your calendars. April 23rd
Yes, ma'am.
is our next. I'm gonna mute. You tell them.
Yeah, April 23rd is our next community power hour. So that's the part where we actually get into action and co-work together virtually. I know Joe's on and she's been commenting. She's joined us for a power hour before, so d- if you've never done one before and you're just a little nervous, there's very little requirements. You show up, you either say or type what you're going to do. We're, you can be on video if you want to use the body doubling concept, but we all mute, set a timer, go to work, come back, share what we got done. It's super fun. So April 23rd, and yes, Donna, we will definitely have the QR code or the link really
We'll have the
on the
link.
post
Yeah.
so you
Mhm.
can grab the planner for
Yeah.
absolute
I didn't
certain.
put it on the invite because we weren't ready to. We wanted people to come, but yes, we're going to share it, share it, share it. You'll find it. I promise. All
Yes.
right, guys, we're going to reveal more next week, so we'll see you then.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.